children. Here, after the Dalton's atomic model, we got one point. Inside the atom, we have electrons, protons, and neutrons. So, Dalton atomic theory was failed in this case. So, that's why so many scientists afterwards discovered so many atomic models. So in that, first one is Thomson atomic model. Thomson's atomic model. We have discussed about this model also in 9th class. So according to the Thomson's atomic model, it proposed that electrons and protons are the particles inside the atom. So he got this idea from the failure of Dalton's atomic theory. So from the failure of Dalton's atomic theory, he discovered two fundamental particles. He discovered two fundamental particles. Those are electrons inside the atom. In the atom, those are electrons and protons. And he stated that he compared atom with watermelon. That means he said that the positively, according to him, the positively charged protons are spreading in a spherical portion, and the electrons are revolving. The electrons are embedding inside of that is the red color substance of watermelon is protons, and the black color seeds are electrons. So that's the explanation given by Thomson atomic model. So the spherical cloud, like this, he compared atom with watermelon. So the red color portion which present all is here protons. So positively charged protons. So in between the black color seeds, said that those are electrons embedded inside that red color portion. So this is the explanation given about an atom structure. So this is the Thomson atomic model. So this is the spherical cloud. Of protons. and these are the electrons. So like this he explained. So Thomson atomic model is also called as watermelon model or plum pudding model. So these are the explanations he given about atom structure, and these are also having some limitations, and he also failed because he given only the information about protons and electrons. He doesn't explained about nucleus, and he doesn't given any information about how the alpha particle scatters. So he doesn't explain about that also, and he failed to explain how positively charged charges protons holds the negatively charged electrons. He failed to explain that also, and he failed to explain the stability of an atom. So these are the limitations of Thomson atomic model. So the three limitations of Thomson atomic model are these only. Limitations of Thomson atomic model. The model of atom failed to explain how a positive charge holds the negatively charged electrons in an atom. That means how positively charged electrons holding those, so that it failed. Stability of atom is not there because how it is stable by this. So this theory also failed to account for the position of the nucleus in an atom, and it doesn't given any information in the model about that nucleus. It doesn't explain anything about nucleus. It doesn't given any information about nucleus. And this model also failed to explain about scattering of alpha particles. So this model is also failed. Then afterwards another model proposed by Rutherford atomic model. Proposed by Rutherford. So these are the positively charges. So next model is Rutherford atomic model. Rutherford atomic model. So in this model he explained about nucleus, and he discovered nucleus, and he is also the father of nuclear physics. So he was known as the father of nuclear physics. Father of nuclear physics. So he explained and he discovered the nucleus of an atom with the gold foil experiment. He discovered the nucleus with gold foil experiment. So from this he used radium as source. So radioactive samples he emitted. So from that radioactive samples, he used a gold foil. For getting reflection back or bounce back, and he used zinc coated zinc coated screen, zinc sulfide coated screen to observe scattering of alpha particles. So as like our physics lesson, he used gold foil as mirror and gold foil as screen, gold foil as mirror, zinc sulfide screen, and radioactive samples as source. And for spreading those, he also used lead block shield. So and he observed the alpha particle scattering. So this is the gold foil experiment done by Rutherford. So Rutherford explained about alpha particle scattering and he given some postulates of atomic model, and he explained that how the planets revolving around the sun, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. He explained that point. So this model is also called as planetary model or solar model. This is also called as planetary model or solar model. So according to him, positively charged particles are present inside of the nucleus, he said. Positively charged protons exist inside the nucleus and negatively charged electrons are revolving around the circular path around to that nucleus. And he explained two types of forces, centripetal and centrifugal. Centripetal, these we know in 9th class. Centripetal force and centrifugal force. So children, I explained you previous only in the physics lesson. So what is centrifugal force? Centripetal force. So centripetal force means the force towards the center. Example for this, what? The force towards the center. This is under centrifugal force. The force away from the center. So example for this is our mixer, and the example for centripetal force is wheels of vehicles. So the force towards center, wheels of vehicles, and the force away from the center, our mixer. So these are the examples for centripetal and centrifugal force. So according to the Rutherford's model, the nucleus and the electrons are under centripetal and centrifugal forces. Rutherford's atomic model is also called as planetary model. So because we can also call this one as solar model. So according to him, we got some information about nucleus, and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus and positively charged protons are exist inside the nucleus and electrons revolving around it in circular path. So he explained like this. So this is the information he given. So here the nucleus exists. According to him, positively charges are exist inside, the electrons are revolving around the, so like planets, electrons are revolves. Planets like electrons. A nucleus is like sun. Like this he explained. But he also have some failure points and some defects. So according to this Rutherford's model, those defects of the Rutherford model are as per law of electrodynamics. Here clearly I want to explain you children. The electrons moves around the nucleus should lose some energy and gets increasingly pulled towards the nucleus. So at that time electrons lose the energy, means they will fall down into the nucleus. This is the drawback, contradiction, because when the electrons fall into the nucleus, the atom will collapse. So but the atom is stable. The stability of the atom fails here. So next, Rutherford could not explain distribution of electrons around the nucleus. So circular paths, it doesn't given any information how the different energy levels are there for the electrons around the nucleus, it doesn't explain. So drawbacks are here. Defects of Rutherford's model are, first one is stability of atom doesn't given. So stability of could not explain the stability of atom. Next point is how the electron revolves around nucleus. He doesn't explain. And one more point, the electron always loses energy. He explained. It is the contradiction to atom stability. So these are the drawbacks of the Rutherford's model, planetary model. So next model is the Bohr atomic model. So the Bohr's atomic model. So Bohr explained, children, electrons revolve around the nucleus only in permissible. He given information about circular paths, how the electrons revolved. Rutherford failed to explain. So Bohr's model given information about circular paths of different energy levels are orbits of shells. Orbits, also called as circular orbits, are also called as shells. Those are KLMNO. So and for n is equals to 1, k sub k shell, and n is equals to 2, L or circular orbit. For n is equals to 3, m, n is equals to 4, n. Like that he explained. So here around the nucleus he defined clear circular paths of different energy levels. So like this, k, l, m, n shells. For n is equals to n1, 2, n is equals to 3, n is equals to 4. Like that Bohr's atomic model explained. Each orbit has definite energy, different energy levels, from lower energy level to higher energy level. Here k is the lower energy level and n is the higher energy level. The electron loses some energy while coming to the nearer to the nucleus, and an energy gained absorbed by the electrons while jumping to the higher energy levels. So here the electron nearer to the nucleus having less energy by losing, and the energy, the electron jumping to the higher energy levels, it absorbs the energy from the nucleus and gets higher energy to escape from the nucleus. Atomic model also have some defects, children, and he could not explain the atomic spectra of higher elements, and also even though hydrogen spectrum also he explained to, he failed to explain, and he also failed to explain Zeeman effect, that is the split up the spectrum. So from this our lesson starts, spectrum. So how the spectral line gets split up, he failed to explain. Hydrogen spectrum, he failed to explain. So from this point our lesson is going to start. The before explanation is all about our previous classes discussion. Now we are going to start our lesson.